Yes, when the apostles abandoned Jesus, a young man by the name of Mark, and he may be the apostle Mark, he waited with Jesus, and when he saw that Jesus had been arrested, etc., he fled. He was scared. He was a bit afraid at the moment, but he stayed. You could say towards the end till they left the garden.
All right, we'll possibly come back to that after the Bible reading. We want to look at the Bible reading, a couple of that, I think. But let's just go straight to John now. John 18, 2 to 12. So we have volunteer readers, please. Maybe 2 to 5. Matt and Amanda Clark. 6 to 8. Timmy Ogosaya. Then 9 to 12. John Coleman.
Now Judas, his betrayer, also knew the place because Jesus had often met there with his disciples. So Judas brought the detachment of soldiers and officers of the chief priest and of the Pharisees and came there with torches and lamps and weapons. Then Jesus, knowing all the things that were going to happen to him, stepped forward and said to them, "Whom are you looking for?" They answered him, "Jesus the Nazarene." He said to them, "I am he." Now Judas, his betrayer, was also standing with them.
However, when Jesus said to them, "I am he," they drew back and fell to the ground. So he asked them again, "Whom are you looking for?" They said, "Jesus the Nazarene." Jesus answered, "I told you that I am he. So if you are looking for me, let these men go."
Rakuma.
This was to fulfill what he had said, "Of those whom you have given me, I have not lost a single one." Then Simon Peter, who had a sword, drew it and struck the slave of the high priest, cutting off his right ear. The name of the slave was Malchus. Jesus, however, said to Peter, "Put the sword into its sheath. Should I not drink the cup that the Father has given me?" Then the soldiers and the military commander and the officers of the Jews seized Jesus and bound him.
Thank you all for the reading. So looking at what we have just read, why would you say Jesus was courageous? Especially looking at what happened between verses 8 through 9. Why would you say that? Paul and Cam Newman, please.
On two times Jesus courageously identified himself, and even when some of the soldiers drew back and fell to the ground, you may have thought that's an opportunity to flee. Well, Jesus didn't. He stayed and identified himself again. So he wasn't running away from what he was about to face.
Exactly. He could have used the opportunity to disappear into the night, but he didn't. He was very courageous. Then looking at what he said, in verse 9, he said this was to fulfill what he had said. "Of those whom you have given me, I have not lost a single one." Obviously, Judas was lost there, and in another context, he was called the son of destruction. Why was Judas called son of destruction? Why was he called son of destruction? Okay, Sister McDonald?
He really brought about his own end, didn't he? Because
he was already going down a wrong path before he went so far as to betray Jesus. So he had totally lost his standing with Jehovah.
Yeah, thank you. He dig his own grave, so people will say, isn't it? Right. But if you look at it from another angle, though, that Jesus said this is in fulfillment of the prophecy. But does that mean that Judas was predestined to have committed the same thing? Taylor family, please. Taylor family.
Of course, that would definitely be consistent with the scriptures, because Jesus spent the whole night praying for these disciples. So he obviously would not have selected somebody that is predestined. But of course, the scripture revealed little about this, but he did told us that he was a thief. So at that moment, he allowed Satan to enter into it. He also used the expression that